You ready? Ready?
Yeah!
About as ready as I can be.
All right, let's begin. Hello and welcome to Peeves and Qs.
Hello.
And welcome. Wait, no. Thank you. Whoops. No, hold on. Wait. Hi, I'm Mr. Red. That's it. That's okay. I'm Mr. Red, your host, and with me is Joe. Oh, I'm Alex Rose. With me is Jody.
Clever girl.
And Doopy.
Hey, boys and girls, how are you doing today?
Are you asking
the enthusiasm is strong.
I'm just a bundle of joy, dappled in sunshine.
Huh?
I'm
Dappled in sunshine.
I'm fucking dumb.
Anyway, it's Peeves and Qs, a show where we ask each other questions and talk about what's annoying us each and every week. And I can say that because we've been going pretty consistently now for the last couple of weeks.
Woo!
Which I'm happy about. I like that.
Fuck it.
So I want to leap head first straight into our first burp section where I burp.
Oh my god!
That wasn't me. That one wasn't me.
Fucking disgusting pig.
I need a shower after that. It's disgusting.
God.
I feel
Why the
drenched
fuck
in
are
it.
you so nasty?
That was so funny.
Our first segment, which is How Are You Guys? I'm good. I saw Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
You can go fuck yourself.
No, it was good. It was so good.
I haven't got to see
It
it.
had Godzilla in it.
No shit. I haven't got to see the new Godzilla. I haven't got to see the Infinity fucking War.
What? You haven't seen
Yeah.
Endgame?
I haven't got to see shit. You know what I got to see?
Let's
Day
stop.
after day after day of fucking sales associate work. I'm so tired.
I'm so tired.
Oh, I'm so tired. Wow.
Aw, man,
you
that
had
sucks.
a lot of stuff to get out there.
Hey, you know what comes out next week that I'm super excited for, and we're dating the show by saying it? Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix.
X-Men. Dark
I
Phoenix.
literally have not been in the loop. I've
What?
been so busy.
Well,
Well, you know what? It's only had like one commercial ever.
yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And
Well,
I just saw it like today. I
they
saw it
They
online,
just
but-
started advertising the show
Yeah,
like
I'm like,
last
it comes
month.
out next week.
Yeah, it's very weird.
But yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Alright.
So, without spoiling anything, how was Godzilla?
It was alright.
Can you imagine if Godzilla wasn't in?
No, that would be super. That would be
I
crazy.
would laugh so hard.
It would if like they made a
If it-
Godzilla movie.
Or he didn't come up until like the last like 5 minutes or whatever.
Well, kind of the first Godzilla movie was a little like that. It
Yeah.
took a long time for Godzilla to happen, and then when he did, it was like, hey, Godzilla's here, and then it cut away to someone else for a while.
Godzilla, the new one, well, not the new
The
one, because there's
2014.
the Shin Godzilla one,
Right.
but the one with Bryan Cranston
Yeah.
it's so frustrating because
It is.
Bryan Cranston's really good.
He's great.
He drives plot really well.
He's hashtag awesome.
and
yes.
then, I guess if you haven't watched the movie, I'm about to spoil it for
yeah, I
you.
was gonna
Yeah.
He
say.
fucking dies.
Yeah,
In the
almost.
first like 5 minutes.
Almost-
In the
yeah.
first fucking, not even like 30 minutes of the
about
film, he
that,
fucking
yeah.
dies.
It's pretty
And
abrupt.
then, like, all these nonplussed actors
That you
with
don't care
characters
about.
that are. I mean, they
Well,
drive the
it's
plot. They're
Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Well, I mean, that doesn't matter. It's
Right.
more like
Seriously?
It's both of them, yeah. And they play husband and wife.
What?
Yeah.
How did I not know that?
Elizabeth Olsen and who cares about the guy?
I mean,
Aaron Tyler Johnson, is that his name?
he was amazing.
Mary
Kick-Ass.
Tyler Moore?
Mary Tyler Moore. Yeah, Mary Tyler Moore plays Quicksilver.
I love celebrities that have 3 names.
Why?
Or it sounds like 3 names. I don't know.
Julia
I just
Louise Dreyfus?
Yeah, exactly.
Bryce Dallas Howard?
No.
Not that one, huh?
How dare you? I was gonna say Austin St. John. Yeah. Amy Jo Johnson. Yeah.
I'm kind of the opposite
Jonathan
way.
Taylor Thomas. A lot of Taylors.
I don't like. Yeah.
A lot of Taylors.
Lots of Taylors.
I like actors and actresses and famous people with like initials before their name, like
Ooh.
Samuel L. Jackson,
Yeah.
Louis C.K.,
E.E. Cummings.
J.R.R. Tolkien,
George
These are the
R.R. Martin.
These are the guys. These are
the guys.
These are the
guys.
boys.
Yeah.
Hey, the boys.
For sure.
It was great, though. It was really good.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yep.
You were so excited.
I was so excited.
I did not go, in case you couldn't tell.
I mean, you've never really been a big
No,
Godzilla fan.
I would have.
which is
I
fine.
saw the 2014
Yeah,
one,
you
and
did.
honestly, that's what soured me on it.
Yeah,
I didn't want to.
it's enough. It's
Shin
enough.
Godzilla got me into it a little bit, but I'm gonna be honest. The game that got me into it was Into the Breach. It got me really into kaijus, and I ran to Godzilla after that.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that's the one that's about the FTL people did that game.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
they used very similar systems, but like oh god,
I found out. So you guys know the Stanley Parable, right?
yeah.
It's 2011.
Not personally, but
Not
yeah.
personally. I've heard
That
of it.
is your absolute 100% favorite fucking game, aside from Undertale.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, it's pretty distant. Well, no, it's You're right. It's up there.
No.
It's top 5, definitely.
Because of the writing, it's one of your favorites.
I do love yes, it's a great game. I found out that there was a follow-up kind of, not a sequel, but like the guy who made it made another game that has very similar type of storytelling elements, called The Beginner's Guide or something. And not only did he make this is not new either. I thought when I first heard about it, this must be like a really recent thing. No, this came out in 2015.
Oh, damn.
4 years ago. So, again, dating the show. And I can't believe I haven't heard of it or played it. So, I need to.
I'm gonna this isn't like one of my questions,
Yeah.
but you guys might as well answer it.
Do it.
What are your top 5 games?
Ooh, I love this question.
Shit,
Why
you're
don't...
asking me-
I don't even think I have 5 that I could name.
Yeah, what
but-
5 games have you played?
Oh, that hurt.
Well, answer the question.
Why the fuck you call her out so hard?
It's not a judgment thing. It's fine.
A
Just
fucking
like,
call out so hard, it might as well have been a bitch slap.
yeah.
Did you hear that?
Ouch.
You hear that, audience?
Well, why don't
I
you
don't
go
know. I'm
first?
not going to answer
Okay.
first.
Why don't you go first?
Me? That's like asking me who my fucking
know.
favorite kids are.
Yeah.
You don't have any.
So none of them.
None
He
of
hates
them.
games. He's never played a
Do you
video
see
game.
my apartment? These are my kids.
These are my children.
These are the only kids I'll ever fucking have.
We're-
That and my cat.
Recording this episode at the Doopy's apartment, and there is
It's awesome.
video game paraphernalia all over the place.
Right.
Posters and plushies and amiibos and whatnot, and vinyl records.
Yeah, because you gotta listen to it like a hipster.
You gotta listen to it like a hipster.
Got it.
I can't name my top 5, but I can name like 5 of my most prominent,
Okay.
like
That'll
being
work.
raised.
Hashtag do it.
All right, Luigi's Mansion,
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Paper
Mario's
Mario, both
Luigi's
of them.
Mansion.
I kind of locked both of them
Okay,
in
that's
because
They're from the
I'll
same
take it.
era and they're the
Acceptable.
same company.
all right,
Yeah.
Monster Rancher, specifically Monster Rancher 4. A lot of you guys aren't gonna know that one, but that one, I eat, breathe, shit that game.
Gross.
Fucking, it's very important to
Uh-huh.
me. After that, Hollow Knight recently. I really I haven't beat it yet, but Hollow Knight is way up there as far as
Yeah,
Metroidvanias go. It's one of the most impressive ones I've played in the indie market.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, I would have to say, fuck.
Oh, I love
That's a
that
great
one.
game.
Yeah. By developer God.
No, I'd have to say
Okay.
Smash Bros. Because even
Oh.
though I go in and out with it, it's
Mhm.
still very prominent in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's yours?
Okay, well, Undertale is number 1, probably. I don't want to rank them, but Undertale is, like, the
No, you
mount...
don't have to rank them. I just want to know what,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what
Like,
they
I
are.
didn't rank mine. I
Well,
can't
okay.
do that.
So I'm going to have number 1, and then the rest are tied for 2 through 5, but
Okay.
Undertale's number 1. Stanley Parable is definitely on the list. Portal, I kind of combine Portal 1 and 2, if I have to pick
That's
one.
fine.
Right, it's a very similar game.
Yeah, and there's
a little
only
bit
2 of
different
them. It's not...
writing, but it's like the same kind of thing.
Yeah. So that's 3. And then the Batman Arkham series, if I can, but if not, then Arkham City is the best one. Those
Okay.
Batman games rule.
I will say the second one was probably the best one in the series for me
Definitely.
personally.
And then the 4th one, it's going to be a Zelda game, but it's a toss-up between Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time. No, not Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask.
I was about to say, like, if you say Ocarina of Time over Majora's Mask, you're
Yeah.
going to upset a lot of people.
Well, I think I would upset more people if I didn't say it was Ocarina of Time, but it's either Majora's Mask or Wind Waker.
There's like 4 top Zelda games that I've
Why
seen.
don't you just say Zelda?
Zelda.
I'll accept that.
All the entirety of the Zelda franchise. Yeah, there it is.
Except Spirit Tracks. Fuck Spirit Tracks.
And Zelda
Fuck
2.
them spirit tracks.
Zelda
Fuck
2.
'em.
Cool, well, that's mine. So that was a good question. I like talking about video games.
Yeah.
Let's stop doing that and...
I like Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what I
thought that was going to be on your list for sure.
If it
Especially
was
because the VR one just came out.
Ooh, yeah, I really want to play
Wait,
that.
there's a new one?
There's a new
A
game.
VR.
So-
Virtual
Jesus,
reality.
Here's the weird part about it,
Okay.
though. Most of the game is just the first 3 games, but in VR, but only 4 nights for each one, which is confusing.
I'm sure there... No. I'm sure there's 5.
There's only 4 slots in the menu.
Listen.
Okay, I'm sure there's some
We've been
secrets we don't know.
watching
Matt, Pat, and Markiplier.
them play
Mm-hmm.
it. They have an early release of it.
Well, yes.
So
And
I'm sure there are 5 nights.
Markiplier's playing like a more finished copy, but Matt Pat is playing one that's like so buggy and glitchy. Sometimes he like can't play the game. Like it was very early access.
Jesus Christ.
Because he got it he actually got it, and Scott sent it to him and was like, "Can you actually help me test this? Like, can you see it, like find the bugs in it and everything?" So he's been like,
so he videotaped that? That seems like it would be a private thing.
he asked if he said, "Would it be okay if I
I'll do it
stream
if I
this?"
can stream it, yeah.
And Scott was
He's
like,
got to make money.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess.
gotta get those hashtag views.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, I do like the Five Nights franchise. It would if I had top 10, that'd be on there.
Yeah.
What else? You like you like The Lion King for Super Nintendo?
What?
How the fuck do you like that game? Is so ridiculously
I can't
falls
get
to the wall hard.
I cannot. I can't get past level 2.
I mean,
I like Aladdin on
Yes.
Super Nintendo.
a lot of those old SNES games are fucking ridiculously hard.
They are.
One of my favorite SNE games I ever got to experience.
Mm-hmm.
Zombies Ate My Neighbors. If you guys
I've
haven't
heard of
seen
that.
this game,
Heard
if you
of it,
guys
heard
have
of
not seen this game, check it out. The soundtrack is interesting. It's fucking bananas. The whole thing plays like a hokey B movie that's self-aware.
Mhm.
Kind of like how Evil Dead is kind of the self-aware of how dumb it really is
Yeah.
in essence. After like 2 and 3, of course.
Of course.
This game is so fucking hard. So ridiculously hard. I don't know anybody who could beat it without a game genie.
I'll do it. I could beat it without
Oh,
a game
yeah,
genie.
right.
Game on. Challenge
fucking
accepted. I do it.
I
will.
dare you to play this game. Try to beat it without any
How much do you bet? How much money you want to put on this table
50
right now?
bucks.
$50?
I'll bet you $50 you can't beat this game within a fucking 2-month time span.
Okay, well, if you're putting a time span on it, sure, maybe not. But
I also like Donkey Kong.
Nicole, Donkey Kong.
Sorry.
I like Donkey Kong, and like I said before in previous episodes, I love the game Roncom Half Hard Battle.
yeah.
I love that one so much for Super Nintendo.
I've never heard of it.
I know. She says this like, I like this game.
You
and I'm
know
like,
it because I think you had said when I said it before on a different episode. You're like, oh yeah, and we looked up graphics for it. I think you did know it.
Holy shit, maybe I do. I don't know. It's very
Yeah.
hard keeping everything
I know
together.
it's a fighting game.
There's a lot of games out there.
Oh yeah, it's pretty...
And my last one that's going to go on the list is solely because we've been watching Game Grumps lately.
Oh, yeah.
And this game is fucking insane.
Oh, are you
It's
talking
called
about Guts and
Guts
Glory?
and Glory.
Guts and Glory.
Guts and Glory.
It's
Oh my
Listeners, I
God.
highly recommend go YouTube, search Game Grumps, Guts and Glory.
series.
You will laugh so hard.
It's so funny.
You know, that's one of their most legendary episodes.
It's awesome.
Well, it's a series. Yeah, it's good. It's so funny. We were watching like a best of, and there was like a brief clip from it.
Is this Nickelodeon Guts?
No.
No.
Oh,
that's
okay.
what-
I'm fucking dumb.
that is different. That's with John. We haven't watched any John stuff.
All right.
No.
The Guts and Glory. It's like a kind of a not driving simulator, but there's like courses, and you can choose different character
Right.
bikes and things
they
to play
have
on.
like saw blades.
Yeah,
and-
and it's very violent, and there's like a lot of like gore physics and everything. Like your body will fly apart,
But yeah,
and there'll
it's
be like
just
just
you,
pieces
yeah.
of
And then,
you.
like cannonballs hit you and your head flies off. It's crazy.
And some of the hilarious stuff about it is once you're like destroyed, whatever the game decides is like the most essential part of you,
Yeah.
it'll focus on it. But then the AI of the game will keep on firing at you, so you'll be like riddled with bullets, and they'll make jokes about like how we're just laying there dead and just like phew, phew, arrows just hitting you. So it's a very funny series. You're right.
It is, but you could finish the game with like half a leg. They did that today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not even a gore person, but once I got past that, I was just laughing my ass off.
Yeah, it's such a
And
fun
I was like, I want to play this game.
It sounds like the gore is so hammed up that
It is.
is.
It's
It
not
really
realistic at
Yeah.
all, so it's fun. It's really fun.
I fucking
Yeah.
love that kind of shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like it's like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, it's just like more cartoon than
Yeah. I still that legendary scene from fucking Django where fucking
Oh, he shoots somebody and they just fly backwards to the
like
door
he
or
shoots him
whatever.
at an angle, downward
Yeah.
angle. She flies directly
backwards.
It
It's
makes
fun.
no
It's
sense.
fun stuff. Shooting people's fun. Anyway, so yeah. So those of you who say you're
yeah,
5
yeah,
games.
that's what
I like it. You didn't say Mario Kart. We've been playing a lot of that.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario
I think I only
Kart.
had 4, so Mario
Okay,
Kart.
cool. Awesome. Well,
Okay, that was just get us in the.
yeah, but before we move on there, though, another thing that I'll say about how we're doing is I'm doing great because I found Lego candies.
Oh yeah,
we
today.
just went to Frankenmuth, which is a famous town in Michigan. People know it, and they have like gift shops and things. And they have like a candy store where they sold this like bag of. I should have brought them up.
It's like sweet tarts.
They're
like
basically
Lego
exactly
form.
like sweet tarts, but they look like Legos, and you can eat them.
And you can
I
stack
couldn't
them.
even
You can
fucking step on a Lego.
Yeah.
Why would you
Well,
eat them?
they're softer than actual Legos, but
It's
not.
like a sweet tart.
It's like a sweet tart, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like punishment for the throat.
But it's delicious.
Oh.
And it makes me happy on the inside.
What doesn't make you happy? You got some peeves?
Oh, peeves. Peeves make me not unhappy. Wait.
Scratch that.
Yeah.
Reverse it.
So, do you guys want to move on to our next segment? Peeves?
Yes.
Who would like to go first? Doopy would.
Me? Oh, fuck.
Do you have one?
I do. Alright. My peeve right now is like, do you know how you get in an argument with somebody?
Mm-hmm.
You get in an argument, it's kind of like, it's not even like a loud argument, it's just a bitter argument.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
What I really can't stand is at the very end of the argument when you're just about to resolve everything, or at least, find a passing point where you can kind of stop the argument,
Yeah.
is when the other person goes, this doesn't even matter.
Oh.
Oh.
Fuck off completely. You don't get to spend about 30 minutes to an hour debating something, even bitterly, without even calling each other names. You don't get to spend all that time fighting, trying to reason things out, trying to find an impasse, just to say it doesn't even matter. Fuck you! That is a toddler fucking...
That just means they know they're losing, so they're like,
no, it's not even if they're winning, they do it.
Oh, that's bad.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
They're beating you, and then they're just like, doesn't even matter. What the fuck was the point?
Yeah.
What was the point? Why did we argue? Why did we fucking go on about this?
Yeah.
If you didn't have anything really to argue about, why did we spend so much fucking time yiddling on about this just for a fucking so-so ending like that?
I hate yiddling on about things.
Oh my god, it makes you want to fucking eat a brick.
Oh, how about a Lego?
Yeah,
that's your advice.
Anyway, that drives me up.
That is annoying, yeah.
Because that's like people who, a new video game comes out or whatever, and you go asking like, hey, how do you think this is blah, blah, blah in this universe or whatever of the game? And like some chick is just like, I think it's a fucking video game meant to have fun. And you're just like, wow, fuck you.
Yeah. It's like you boil down every single game I've ever played.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, yep.
It's like, people enjoy this, let us enjoy it. Yeah, but I agree. Because sometimes, similarly, sometimes Jody and I, or someone else and I, whose name is Jody, will get into an argument about something, and I'll feel like, okay, this argument, I can feel it winding down, it's about to go, but then, like, it'll step onto something else, like, it'll be like, and, like, you always do this, too, and it's like, oh, now we're back here! We, like, immediately launch up into something else, and we're like, we're almost done, and now we're fighting again.
We never fight.
Okay, we never fight.
We love to bicker.
We do.
I love it.
It's fun.
There's nothing else to do.
Right. I mean, what else? How else are you going to
Sometimes I understand that point where you get like so comfortable in a relationship, you just start bickering because you're bored.
I think, it's not, I don't know, it's not out of boredom, but I feel bad because my mom will be like, why are you guys fighting? We're like, we're not. We're literally just like...
We're just yelling at each other.
Having a conversation.
Just so that we can feel anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just want to feel something for once.
Holy shit. No, I totally get that. When you, like, start
I was going to say,
argument.
you must get it.
Like, no, you spend so much time with somebody, sometimes you don't, it's not like necessarily like a fight where it's bitter. You mean, you guys kind of get annoyed with each other, sure, but it's just like, it's a conversation.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little louder than other conversations, but it's a conversation.
Like, your voice raises a little bit, but it's more like you're fucking giggling while you're like, why the fuck?
Yeah.
That's most of us, yeah.
I love having fights and arguments that are not about anything, but they sound like it. We'll be like, so what do you want to eat today? It's like, I kind of want Taco Bell. It's like, I would like pizza. It's like, well, then let's get pizza. Fine, we're getting pizza. And it's like, you're not even fighting about anything. You're just having a conversation.
You're like, fine, I'm going to get in the car right now.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to drive or do I do? I will. Fine.
I've actually been that person.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we could get this. Like, yeah, but I want this. And like, well, what the fuck? Why didn't you mention that before?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I've been that guy.
It's so hard to pick restaurants.
It is. It really is. I also hate being I feel like I'm always the one who's forced to make the decisions. It'll be like, we decide, hey, we're going to go out to eat. Where do you, Alex, want to go? And I'm like, I don't care. And they're like, well, you better figure it out. And I'm like, there's 4 other people here who can...
You know what it is?
What is it?
It's because you live at my house.
That's true.
And so you're the quote-unquote guest, even though you live there. Because when we go to your parents' house, they do the same thing to me. But I have to make the decision.
But I make you make the decision, and you put it back onto me.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Because I want you to be happy.
Well, I am happy. I don't care. It doesn't even matter. So much.
Fuck you.
Okay, well,
oh my God.
That is a good peeve.
I bet a lot of people can relate to it.
Definitely.
Oh, God, it's just so annoying.
What about your own... Well, hold on.
I was just going to say, like, maybe it's not toddler shit. I may have fucking went a little too far with that, but it is definitely an engrossing feeling of why did you just say that?
Yeah.
It's frustrating. Sure. Would you like to go next?
Sure.
My Jody.
My peeve is
I love the hair shake.
Well, I could feel it getting stuck on my shoulder. Is when, and it's not even necessarily quote unquote old people or people. It's just kind of people. There's a certain type of person who says this.
Yeah. And
whenever I hear it, I'm just like, no.
What?
It's when someone's like, when you're talking about something, you're like, oh yeah, there's the app for that. Do you have it? And they're just like, oh yeah, that app doesn't work on my phone.
Oh. Yeah.
That's not a thing. Apps work on all phones.
Especially if you have an iPhone, which you probably do.
Yeah.
It works on your phone.
That's why I can't stand people who are like, oh, I didn't get that coupon because, that app doesn't work on my phone.
No.
You don't know how to use the app. That's what you want to say.
Right.
But, yeah.
I'm feeling some shade right now.
What do you mean?
No, do you do that? Do you say that?
I don't know how to use my Google Maps app.
That's fine.
Okay, at least you acknowledge it. You're not saying the app doesn't work.
No, I've said that before. I'm like, this fucking thing don't work. I fucking hate this thing. It just...
Well, I didn't know that you had that.
Well, now we are throwing shade.
Yeah, now I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
No,
I need to turn the lights on with all the shade in this room.
My sister, she listens to this podcast, hi Shelby. And I just know she's not the only person in my life that does this, but she is one that stands out to me. And she's like, oh yeah, that never works for me, or that app doesn't work. And I'm just like, no, it's just you don't know how to use it.
Just don't know how to use it.
And
yeah. Cool. So. That is very funny. I love when people try to cover up their own.
Yeah, it must be the phone.
Yeah, it must be something else. Yeah, it's like,
it's like, the oven burnt dinner. Oh yeah, it was the fucking oven. Yeah. Was it the fact that you didn't put the timer on or whatever?
So I work in IT, so I have to deal with customer calls, and sometimes people will call in and be like, yeah, your program isn't working for me. And I'm just like, they have so much hostility in their voice, they can tell it's like, they think it's our fault. Really, they just don't know what they're doing. And 90% of people do. So it must be you. Sometimes, things legitimately it's glitching out behind the scenes, but it's rare.
Jesus Christ, that sounds awful. That sounds like your job is just 90% of you just talking to people trying to take the piss.
Well, I usually don't have to answer the phones. That's not my job. But whenever people call in and do have computer problems, that is my job. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Anyway, I agree.
Yep. Cool. I feel like it's very relatable. Mm-hmm. Everybody's got something that's kind of like that.
That peeve doesn't work on my bad peeves list. Never mind. All right. Well, cool. Peeve closed. Right?
Yep.
Cool. Peeve closed. I'll go. So, you guys are familiar with the popular restaurant McDonald's?
Yes.
There's one by my work, and they...
You had to look at the piece of paper to see the word McDonald's?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I actually knew about this one before. Why are you taking your glasses off and looking at me with the one lazy eye?
You fucking little shit. Well, it's not lazy. It's just tired.
You're just like...
Shade.
You want...
You know why? It doesn't even matter.
You ever get so annoyed with somebody that you just have to lower your glasses and that just causes one eye to be like...
It's true. You have two perfectly fine, serviceable eyes, but whenever you do that face, just one of them half closes and I have to call it out. Anyway.
That's just the fucking squinting my eye does.
Ouch, man.
God damn.
Cool.
Anyway, McDonald's. There's one by my work, and I'll go there sometimes for lunch and things. And they, a while ago, and I think all McDonald's are doing this, they put in their lobby, because you know how you could go and order and talk to the people? But they put in those touch screens.
Yes.
And you can go up and you can place your order.
Yeah, Taco Bell has one now.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
So this happened several months ago. I want to say maybe even a year ago. It's been a while. And it took me a while to get used to it. When I first walked in there, I was like, oh, that's annoying. You have to touch the screen and everything. Then, last week or so, I went in there and they had a man standing by the thing who works there. He had a suit on. He's like, hey, can I help you order? And he was pointing at it. And he was like, I'll take your order for you. And he was going to reach for the machines. So they now have an employee whose job is to use the customer self-service thing that they specifically put in so you didn't have to go talk to anybody.
I think they're doing this so that people learn that they can go up there and they can do it on their own. They're training the masses to kind of do this.
Maybe,
I honestly think that's what
it took so long for them to do that because I had these kiosks and just now they're doing that.
Here's my question.
Uh-huh.
Why the fuck are you going into McDonald's? Why are you not going through the drive-thru?
Well, because I have to clock out for work now. It's mandatory. I can't just like it. It used to be that if I stayed,
clock out for lunch.
Yes, sorry.
That's so fucking dumb.
It is. It used to be that if we stayed in the building, we didn't have to clock out. We could just eat. But if we left, we'd have to clock out. But now we have to take lunch. And I usually have work that I need to do at lunch, so it's just faster to go to McDonald's, get food, stay there, and work on stuff, and then go instead of grabbing McDonald's, coming back, and then having to like deal with the other employees who are like. Especially the one that I always complain about is like, oh, you went to McDonald's again today, huh? Because he's
why are you eating so much McDonald's that he has to say that? Huh?
First of all, it's my life. I make decisions that I want to make. And secondly...
No, it's not.
I don't that much.
Okay.
It just happens sometimes. So, that's my peeve. You put in a system for people to do it themselves, and then you're like, we're putting this person in who's going to do that thing that you're supposed to do yourself.
I honestly just think that they went through the trial period of like, oh, people will know how to use these, and they've realized that, they've done their testing. Okay, people fucking don't know how to use these, so now we're going to put somebody out there to help people do this.
And that might be it, but I'm annoyed by it. The 2 times that I've gone in there and that guy's been there, I've been like, don't. It's like, I got it, I can take care of it, and I'm just like, done it myself.
Would it make you feel better if that guy just stood by the kiosk wearing a shirt that said training wheels?
Yeah.
Probably.
Security blanket.
Most of the time, somebody wearing a training wheels shirt would make me feel better in most situations. So.
There's an app for that, and I bet it works on your phone.
I bet it doesn't. What are you talking about?
There really is a McDonald's app that you can order on your phone and then just go pick it up.
Cool.
Yeah, there's an app for everything now.
I was gonna say, but it won't work on you.
But it won't work on my phone. By the way, speaking of which, I used Grubhub for the first time a couple of weeks ago.
And it infuriates me for no reason.
Yeah, you're mad that I did this, even though it was just like a one-time thing that I won't do again.
Well, because you have to pay for that.
Yeah, but I like trying new experiences and like...
See, I don't know.
When a new service exists in the world, I want to try it out. Do you know what Grubhub is?
Fuck no.
Okay. There was a look on your face and I was like, why is he... Oh, okay, I understand. Basically, you can choose a restaurant near you that like does this service or goes through it, or maybe it's something... I don't know. And then you order your food and then you tell them where you are and they'll get that food and bring it to you. It's like Uber Eats is another one.
So it's just takeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for
everything.
Like McDonald's doesn't deliver, but now they do, because there's this service called Grubhub. Whoa.
Can we not?
Sorry. It's a burpee episode today.
Okay.
Anyway.
Do you need like a tissue?
Nah, I'm good. Okay, so yeah, that's my peeve, is not Grubhub, but that guy at McDonald's who's helped me out. McDonald's, cut it out.
That's crazy.
How sad do you think that guy is? Because he has to do that job. He probably hates everyone, thinks down on everyone. Is like, dude, there's a fucking button for it.
Probably does.
There's a button for this. There's a button for that.
What?
That is going to be my next peeve.
Okay.
Okay.
No, let me just remember that. Okay.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Okay.
We'll tune in next week for our...
For Jody's peeve.
For Jody's peeve. Okay, well, that's my peeve. Peeve closed, and all peeves closed. So let's move on to our third segment. Questions.
Okay.
We're here. We're in the question section. Isn't it nice here?
Question section.
The question section. The question section. Okay, well, what do you guys...
I'm cringing so fucking hard.
What do you guys... Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
You want to go
first?
Okay.
I'm very excited to see what you guys say for this.
Okay.
What do you miss most about being a kid?
Ooh. That is a good question.
Yeah.
Would you want to go first?
No.
Okay. Doobie.
What I miss most about being a kid?
Yeah.
I'm talking like kid, not like teenager.
I'm thinking you're meaning like anywhere from 13 below?
Yeah, yep. That's a store. No, I'm just kidding.
Is it? I thought it was
13 and below.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyway, I think the thing I miss most about being like a kid is that when you said dumb shit, people looked at you a lot less. Oh. They're like, they're just a fucking kid. They don't know.
That's so funny.
They don't know shit. They don't know a thing. They're just a prepubescent thing.
Do you want us to not look at you when you say things?
I mean, I'm not going to be able to stop you, am I?
Okay, well, let's try to not look at you anymore.
I mean...
look at you anymore.
Tolkien, look at you anymore.
Like, I won't say that I'm, like, necessarily a dumb person. I've been educated a little bit in a little bit of things because of the general education system, but me saying shit like this is the thing I'm talking about.
What do you... I'm not looking at you.
No, I mean... Like, I'm just fucking rambling.
You're trying so hard not to look at it.
It's really hard. It's really hard.
See what I mean? This is the shit I'm talking about.
Well, now Doobie, right now, you're talking, so I'm looking at you.
No, he means when you...
No. He's done this before. You've done this before when, like, you talk, everyone's like, yeah, and we're looking at you, and then you're like, why is everyone looking at me? Because you're speaking.
It wasn't just necessarily that you're looking at
like,
me.
If you say something odd or like...
It's that little chuckle thing you do where you're like,
You're right. You're so right.
No. Let's. I don't like where this is going. I don't like the slippery.
Right.
Stop it.
That's exactly what you do.
It's so pretentious, isn't it?
No, it's not. Listen.
I wouldn't say
I
say pretentious. I would just say like down your nose, maybe.
Yeah, like, oh yeah,
Yeah, like that.
I am an awkward person.
We know. I know.
End of story. So you just want to be able to like kind of say whatever you want without people like kind of like judging you weirdly?
Realistically, I know that's never gonna happen.
But
people
that's
are gonna have
what
their
you
opinions.
miss most.
Yeah, I just miss being a kid because you can say whatever the fuck with people just like they would accept it because you don't know any better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now I should know better. I just don't because I don't know how to think.
Yeah.
And people acknowledge that by saying, "I wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud."
Right. See, right now I'm tilting my head back. And I'm not, like, looking up, like, looking down on you. I mean, kind of physically I am.
You sure?
But it's not, like, a thing.
You sound self-conscious.
Cool. Well, mine would be... so, this seems to be the video game episode, so I'm going to lean into that. There used to be a time where it would be any video game, because I had no standards as a kid. You'd like whatever you played, right? Where you would sit down in front of a game, and you'd have so much time to just play it. And I think when you're a kid, despite kids being bored all the time, when you focus on something, you never get tired of it. Like, when I was a kid, I would play a game for hours. I would get home from school at like 3 a.m. What? I had a weird school schedule. 3 p.m., you know.
Fucking got there when the sun was
popping. Middle of the night, came home.
Fucking staggering in like a late night drunk.
I'm like, I'm done with school, Mom and Dad.
Drop your fucking book bag on the floor slavishly.
Here, do my homework for me.
Oh, God.
Anyway, 4 p.m., 3 p.m., whatever. And then until like bedtime, I would be playing video games, and I miss it so
Where the fuck were your parents?
They were there. They were like, here, play this video game.
Oh my God, that's actually kind of cool.
Did you like never have homework?
I mean, sometimes I did. This wasn't like every single day thing. I'm just saying I would have those abilities, or like on the weekends, I would play a game for hours. Nowadays, I barely have any time to play games, and even if I do, I can only play a game for so long before I'm like, well, enough of this, and throw it aside, especially if I get to like a hard part. I would spend weeks on a single part of a game when I was a kid trying to beat it and getting past it. Now I'm just like, oh, I can't figure it out. Better look it up or quit and move on or whatever, or just be like, I'm never going to beat this. The closest I ever got, though, was Undertale. There's a certain character towards the end of the game, which is a spoiler, but you fight this character. Notoriously the hardest fight in the entire game. Like, ridiculously difficult, and I did eventually beat this character.
You know what? I think I have to acknowledge this. You were so in love with this game, even though it's 5 years past where everybody's...
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, because the spoilers have been spoiled by now. This isn't a new game.
But
you love this game so much that just in case there's that one or two people that haven't played this game, you don't want to ruin it.
And for those one or two people, play Undertale. I beg of you.
It bothers me all the time to play it. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
I will tell you when I'm ready to play.
I'm working furiously to get Jody to play this game.
It's like a good and bad thing at the same time.
No, it's a great thing.
No, I do the same thing to Amanda. I'm like, you gotta play this. You gotta try this game at least. You gotta try this game. And she's like, I have no interest.
And it's like, you will.
Because you keep trying to force it down my throat.
That's exactly it. I will tell you when I'm ready.
I'm also more nervous about it than anything in my life because I know that she's eventually going to be like, all right, we'll play it. And then I'll be like, yay. And I'll be buzzing and sitting down. And she'll just be like, all right. And be like, okay, I played it. What? And I'm just like, you didn't love it with all your heart? And she's like, it was fine, I guess. And I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go die now. So... I'm just waiting for that to happen. Anyway.
I was going to say, what I miss most.
So when I was a kid, I wanted to play games for a while, and now I can't. What do you miss most?
I honestly miss how, just your imagination could go anywhere and do anything. Uh-huh. And your mind would just be like, okay with that. And you wouldn't think like, oh, that's a really weird thought or whatever. Like, I remember, like, I don't know, just like being in my room and like pretending I was on like a cooking show or whatever.
Ooh,
and like
yeah.
for like hours you'd be like, I'm talking like really young, but like
That's
stuff
cool.
like that. I used to talk in my head like so much more, and I think my face would match it too. So people would like walk by and I'd just be like,
oh, that's so funny. I kind of do that now. I'll like have conversations in my mind, and like I'll sometimes feel like I can feel my mouth slowly opening and like saying the words that I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm in public.
I know, yeah, it's like, or you just make like a weird face. My dad would walk by, and then you'd be like, "Oh, I guess I can't do that." And then, you know, eventually, like, it's shaken out of you that you can't do like that. But
it's really shameful because, like, being a kid is kind of incredible when you can just go with shit like that.
Yeah.
I remember,
or just like playing outside and like having to just make up what you were fucking doing.
Yes.
Not even that, just like being inside, even and being so bored.
Right.
Oh God!
Come in.
What the fuck?
That might be Taylor. Hello.
Holy shit! We got a person.
Taylor's here. Hello.
You jumped like a foot.
I wasn't fucking expecting it.
I didn't tell you guys that she sent me a message that said heading over.
I figured she was when I saw that you from
You want some coffee?
No, thank you. I'm good. Thank you.
Well, we're currently doing an episode.
That's perfectly fine.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah.
All right.
We love drop-ins.
So
we got some catching up to do.
We just started questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Started questions.
Maybe not. I can't remember whatever.
Yeah, you asked. Well, wait.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because you said miss about being a kid.
Yeah, I was totally gonna say something else. Oh, or just like reenacting your favorite scene from a movie outside, like with your friends or your cousins or something. Or
Is
your
this
sister.
a peeve?
No, this is a question. Yeah, like what do people do that? No.
It's like,
No,
man, that does sound annoying.
This was like, what do you miss most about being a kid? Like stuff like that. Like I remember vividly. Okay, there was like this putt game or whatever where you had like a red putter and a blue putter.
Yeah.
I think you literally just like played putt or whatever.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it is.
We would take the putters, and we would reenact the fencing scene from Parent Trap.
Ooh.
Now, isn't that the most ridiculous
Were you gonna say the
thing?
Princess Bride?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I didn't see the Princess Bride till I was a junior in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too
I know.
bad.
That is
Well, at
bad.
least you've seen it.
Yeah. No, but like, the
That's
fencing
really
scene.
funny. The fencing scene from the Parent Trap. Lindsay Lohan, I know you're listening. You should be
What
on.
the hell else are you?
Yeah, what else are you doing?
Just doing blow off somebody's ass crack.
Well, we're sorry about that, Lindsay. He doesn't mean what he's saying.
The app doesn't work on his phone. She doesn't understand.
She doesn't understand. She's too high.
Yeah, she's not.
So yeah, that's what I miss most.
That's cool. What are some to jump out of that? What are some like things that you did as a kid, like made stuff up to entertain yourself? When I would be either in my mom's van or whatever, or the school bus, I would always like look out the window because I never had friends. I never talked to people, but I always look out the window and
especially in your mom's car. Like,
who would I talk to in there? My mom. God. But I would always like imagine. I would look out the window and I would imagine there was a little dude running alongside the car, like on the grass. And would always like jump over obstacles.
I did that.
I did that.
That is so weird.
That's cool.
That's the shit.
Was there something that made us all think of that?
No, it's probably just
No, that's like a
kid
thing that everybody does. It's
imagination.
like,
It's just the beauty of childhood. I
Yeah.
guess.
You just come up with stuff like
So
that.
is this what do we miss most, or what do we?
The question-
yes. What do you
the
miss
question
most
is what do you
about
miss
being a
most?
kid? And we're talking like 12 and under.
Yeah. This is gonna sound depressing, but I don't mean it to be depressing.
Right.
I miss
that's right.
not being so damn self-conscious.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
As a kid, like you just
That's kind of along with
You just don't care.
Doopy
You
hated.
just don't care. You
Doopy
just
said that
don't
he
care.
hated
Like, yeah.
being looked at.
Oh god, I hate being looked
When-
at.
like
when he
you
says
say
stuff.
something.
nobody
A
look
little
at me.
odd.
Get your fucking eyes off me, kid. Fuck you. Get your goddamn eyes off me.
touching
He will
me with his eyes.
kick us out of his place if we
Get
look
out
at
of
him.
here.
Oh, I can't look at you.
Leave me and my Bowsers alone.
No, but yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You think back now the things you did, and you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
stupid.
Especially like as an
Seriously,
actor, because
straight
like, we learn in school that like no one has the same imagination or the same just like not giving a shitness that
Yeah.
a kid does.
Yeah,
Like
for
if
sure.
you give a kid a scene, the kid will just do it as a giraffe or something. It doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care if you think it's stupid. But like as a person, an adult person, you give me a scene and I'm just like, am I doing it right?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I don't want to do that. That's too much.
I guess I'll
I'm
go.
gonna look stupid.
Are
yeah.
they looking at me?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Totally. Cool. So that was your question.
That was
We
my
all did go
question.
around there. So that was the first question, I think.
I think so.
All right. So who would like to ask next? If you don't have one because you just got here, that's all right.
I do have one. If you don't have one,
Go for it.
okay. What is a word that you kept mispronouncing until you finally heard it said?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because
Hmm.
I'll
got
give
one.
you mine right now.
Uh-huh.
read a lot of Harry Potter before I even watched the movies because I grew up with the books.
Yeah.
And I always pronounced corridor as corridor.
Corridor.
In my head, it was like Harry walks down the corridor because I'm
That's
thinking
funny.
like the vowel rules of like Spanish, where like the second to last syllable gets the emphasis. So I'm oh, it's probably the same in English because English has rules. And it's like, yeah, it's corridor. So
that is funny.
And then
The
someone said it
co-writer.
out loud.
Like Flow Rider.
Like Flow Rider.
Yeah, Flow Rider.
Well, that's a hell of a rhyme. You're gonna put that in my poetry slam book.
Oh man, the
But-
sick Harry Potter poetry slam.
I didn't get to hear it pronounced correctly first. I had to say it wrong, and so
right to the gut.
That's
What are you
rough stuff.
saying?
That sucks.
You never want that.
No.
That's something you never want.
That's
No.
the worst.
Did anybody else have one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I still pronounce it wrong to this day on accident because I don't even think about it, but I always say iron a little bit wonky.
What?
Iron?
Iron.
Like iron?
Like an iron?
Like an iron
That's a Michigan
plate
thing.
mail?
Like an ironing board? Iron? He's like, I can't even say it.
I'd like to know what word you're trying to
Iron.
say. Yes, okay.
Like Iron Man.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
You don't have to sound like it hurts you to say it.
It probably does, though.
No, it's I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's not like I can't say it. I don't think about it, and like I have to actually think about it sometimes. Because sometimes I'll say it right, sometimes I won't say it right.
Yeah.
So I'll be like talking to somebody, hey, did you see that new Iron Man? And they'll be like, what the fuck?
The Iron
The
Man.
Iron Man? Like the meme?
I bet
from,
if you were anywhere,
2006?
I bet if you were anywhere out of the Midwest, they would understand. We're like,
I mean, the
iron.
word itself looks like iron.
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 But,
Man.
like, it's like an I and then an E. Iron.
Yeah.
Iron.
Yeah, I started
Iron.
doing that like after I started learning how to read. That was like, I think kindergarten, first grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure you're going to say, like,
That was,
like 5
2
years
weeks
ago. Yeah.
I learned how to read late in life.
Me too, man. Me too.
If it wasn't for my
It's
mother
hard.
and hooked on phonics, I would be illiterate. Hooked on phonics is the shit.
I had to have some of that too. I was a terrible reader. Terrible.
Phonics Monkey, you guys know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
South
I do.
Park, yeah, okay.
I'm unaware.
I don't know that I have an answer to this. There might be someone I'm not thinking
All right,
of.
smarty pants.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, make us all feel stupid.
No, it's probably because I just don't remember, but I'm sure there was. I do remember when I was reading the Harry Potter books, I got to the second one and they're talking about the heir of Slytherin. And I was like, what's the hair of Slytherin?
Hair of Slytherin.
Yeah.
Because there's an H there. Why wouldn't you say that?
They don't
Stupid,
have hair,
stupid
they have
language.
scales.
Yeah. And then my parents were like, what the hell are you talking about?
Parents are like, what are you, stupid?
Yeah, what are you, an idiot or something?
You 8-year-old.
Kicked me out of the car and like, get out.
In that
idiot.
case, I have an even better one. You reminded me. I always pronounced Irv wrong.
Irv?
I still
yeah.
do. I still do.
Oh.
I feel like you technically can say Herb, and because that's a name, Herb.
Yeah, Herbert.
Like, yeah. So I
You're
feel like
talking
you
about the
can
plant
say it.
substance.
Yeah.
People look at you like you're...
Yeah.
I fucking do it. I have to. I correct myself halfway through them, which doesn't matter because you've already got the H out
Yeah.
of halfway.
You already know what
It's
you're
like
saying.
Herb, so I just like stuttered.
Herberbs. Herberbs.
The words like suite, as in like a hotel suite.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's
all-
a tricky one.
Yeah, because
Suit.
suit. Well, suit. I thought it was
yeah.
suit because like the word suit is
Suity.
S-U-I-T.
Yeah.
You add an E at the end, now it's sweet. That doesn't make
English is
sense.
stupid.
It's very
Like, as a
stupid.
kid trying to learn these words.
Also, route versus route.
Or route.
I still
yeah.
don't know which one's correct.
Root. Or
I
Root.
like use them interchangeably. I just
Yeah.
whatever comes out.
Yeah. So
I used to say bathing suit.
Bathing
What?
suit.
Why?
That's actually kind of cute to a certain
That's
extent.
I was
Bathing.
younger too, and eventually my sister's like, bathing suit. I was like, what do you mean?
it's like, what are you saying? You're saying a weird word. Haha, weirdy.
I do remember that because she used to say.
Did she actually do it just like
Oh,
that?
I'm sure she did. Just like
That is the
bathing
shittiest
suit.
fucking
Well, when you're a
She's
kid.
my older sister. I mean,
Holy
can you
shit.
imagine? I mean,
Just the lead in is like, bathing suit.
Imagine if she had
Just
been
to
so
reiterate,
serious
Because I'd
about
be
it
like,
and said it wrong.
because I'd be like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go put my bathing suit on.
Bathing.
That's so intense.
That's okay.
My sister used to say pretzels like for a
Oh,
long time.
Well, I used to say vanilla ice cream.
Oh,
Vanilla.
nice.
I couldn't do my L's and then
Vanilla.
That's really
got
funny.
confused.
But yeah, but now, so now we make fun of it. So I'll be like, take a picture of me, and she'll put like Jodie and her babe, like BABE,
Yeah.
babe in suit.
Bathing suit.
We got a bathing suit here.
Bathing suit. Love it.
Yeah. So, that just happens.
That's really funny.
Ow.
Good
Sorry.
question.
Keep-
Thank you.
All right, who would like to go next?
There's only one person to go next, isn't
You
there?
can ask a question.
He's giving you the honor of
Oh,
choice.
fuck. Why don't you go first?
All right, I'll go first. So I have something printed out here. This is a first for.
I know. I can't.
He takes the show very seriously.
When I first. When we were like developing the show and what it would be, I was kind of anticipating that we would have questions and peeves and everything, but sometimes we would like, instead of doing one of those things, we would like substitute in something else.
Okay.
So for my question, I'm going to do something a little different, and we're going to play a game here on Peeves and Qs.
Oh, fuck.
So,
are
you guys familiar with movies?
Most of them.
Not as much as
Not really.
Do you know how
okay.
You know how most movies it's okay, you don't need to know the movies themselves.
Okay, good.
Well, some actually maybe.
Well, all right.
Okay. Are you guys familiar with how movies have titles and how also movies come out in different regions of the world?
I just call the movie A, movie B.
This is a Godzilla question, isn't it?
No.
Oh, no.
He's like, no. Yes.
No spoilers or anything, but there's no Godzilla on this list.
Okay.
So I have here a list of movie titles that have been translated into another language, but not just translated.
But then
they're always adapted. It's not literal. It's not like if their movie were called like The Bathroom, it wouldn't be El Baño. It would be like the room in which somebody goes and uses the toilet, and then you translate that back to English, and it's that weird sentence.
Okay, I'm ready.
So
She's
what?
like, Spanish, I got it!
I don't think any of these are
Fucking hell.
Spain. Well,
Damn it,
one of them is Spain.
again.
So it's not a different language.
Yeah, okay.
So this is...
But it was a different language and then translated back to English.
Right.
Okay.
So I will give you the title in English that it was translated to, and then if you need more help, I'll tell you. Well, I guess that won't really help, but I also have like the language that.
Come on, I want to play.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So
I want to play.
this first one might be kind of easy, so it's just kind of giving us a little warm up. The movie is called He's a Ghost.
Poltergeist.
What movie do you... Not Poltergeist. What movie do you think?
Casper. He's a ghost.
Not Casper.
Is it just Ghost?
He's a ghost.
Nope. That's a good
like
one,
with
though.
Patrick Swayze?
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, thank you so much. Kind sir. Thank you.
He is a ghost.
He's a ghost.
I'm always cool.
Ghost is
a
he.
ghost.
Ghost Rider?
No.
Ghost in the Show.
No. So...
Dude, but you got anything. You're not saying anything.
This is notable. This is notable because if you've seen the movie, I don't want to use the word spoiler, but it does give away something.
Paranormal Activity.
Sixth Sense.
It is the Sixth Sense. Yep.
You said it second. That was like my favorite movie as a kid. Can you believe that?
Really?
Yeah, that's
Haley Joel
fucked
Osment was
up.
the shit.
This
I loved
is
it.
so.
He
This
was in. What was he just in that we
Haley Joel
watched?
Osment. Oh yeah, he was totally in. Oh god, it was in something recent.
He's good.
Oh, that Ted Bundy movie with Zac Efron.
Yes,
He's in
yes,
that.
he was the
unspeakably vile.
yes, right.
Wicked,
He was Ted Bundy's wife. Were they ever married?
I'm sorry, what?
Girlfriend's
girlfriend's new husband.
New husband,
okay.
not
Girlfriend. Yeah, they never got
I
married.
watched the tapes, but not the movie.
right.
Oh,
yeah.
The movie's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was China.
Good
They
one.
translated that into
He's a ghost.
He's a ghost.
Oh,
or
that
something.
sucks.
That's a spoiler.
It is a spoiler. I know.
Jesus, China?
So you go see a movie called He's a Ghost, and then they're like, "Oh, at the end of the movie, he's like, "Oh, I'm a ghost." It's like, yeah. Have you not seen the title of the movie?
That's so dumb.
Okay.
So the next one, what movie is this?
Okay.
Mom, I missed the plane.
Home
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Oh,
It's Home
dang,
Alone.
you guys are good.
This just sounds like my childhood.
that is from France, which is funny because isn't that where they're going?
Mom, I missed the plane.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Well, not where he went.
Not where he went. Yeah. Okay, what about Action Skyscraper? What movie is Action Skyscraper?
Die Hard.
It is Die Hard. I was going to say Jody wouldn't know this one. That's from Norway.
I'm
Thank you,
starting
Norway.
to see that I actually like old Bruce Willis movies.
Yeah, I think we might be done with Bruce Willis now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This one kills me. I love this one. Dimwit surges forth.
Surges forth?
Yeah, Dimwit surges forth. That's the name
Dumb
of the
and
movie.
Dumber?
Tron?
No.
I don't know.
This one's Tron.
Wow.
I don't know.
Ruthless.
That is
This
fucking
one's really
Say it
hard.
again.
This one's really hard. Dimwit surges forth.
So, like,
Surges. Electricity.
the speed of stupid.
He came in fourth.
Has
in a
nothing to
race.
do with surging, like, in
It's
terms
not
of...
like
It's about a dumb idiot moving forward.
Is it about someone stupid?
Kind of, yes. The main character is an idiot.
Mr. Magoo?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Is it like the Rookie?
Nope.
Oh.
It is
Not
sports
the
related.
Rookie.
It is sports
The Ringer.
related, though.
Yeah.
No.
It's sports related.
It's sports related.
Think of
Cool Runnings.
Think of what actor typically plays moronic characters.
In sports
Will
movies?
Ferrell.
No. Will Ferrell.
In sport, well, yes, in sports movies.
Will Ferrell was a good guess. I can't think of anybody else.
I mean,
Johnny Knoxville?
No.
Most sports movies I can think of are like underdog stories that are like not really comedies.
Like We Are the Titans.
I feel like I just need to give you this one.
Give me the sport. Give me the sport.
The sport? I think it's football. I believe it's football.
Is it Rudy?
No, it's not Rudy.
Oh my god.
I know, I was going to say
this is Waterboy.
It is Waterboy! It's Waterboy!
Fucking shit.
Adam Sandler, yeah.
I didn't even think of that one.
I'm so embarrassed.
Dimwit surges forth. I absolutely
just thought of it, like, as soon as you said, like, football, I'm like, H2O.
This one is from our friends over in Spain. The movie is called The Night of the Night.
The Night of the Night. The Night of the Night.
Do you need...
Spelled K...
The first one is spelled K, and the second one is
the
not.
Night? Ooh.
Batman.
You're telling me it's
The
not
Dark
Batman.
Knight.
The Dark Knight, yes.
Yeah.
I just called them all Batman. Batman 1, Batman the other one.
Yeah, Batman.
Batman before, Batman
The angry Batman one, the
Future
nice Batman one.
Dark Batman, slightly less dark Batman.
The stupid Batman one.
I was thinking more like the Dark Man.
The Fat
Nichols
Man.
Batman.
The Fat Batman.
Oh, right.
And now the pirate. The vampire Batman.
Pirate Batman.
This one's pretty easy, but it's notable for how bizarre it is. Austin Powers, the spy who behaved very nicely around me. It is the spy who shagged me, but why would they say
Austin Powers?
The spy who bought me dinner first.
Yeah.
That's from Malaysia.
The spy who always waits for consent.
Aww.
He does. He does.
Nice. Okay, so this is from Israel. It is called Reign of Falafel.
Reign of Falafel.
Reign of Thunder?
No.
Reign of Falafel?
Reign of Falafel.
It's food.
It's a food, but like...
It's like a fried food.
Okay. Isn't it something you dip?
Reign of Falafel.
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Cloudy with a chance
Yes, Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. That's right.
Why would they fucking call it that?
Reign of food. It was just... I mean, why did they call it Cloudy with a chance of meatballs? There's like no meatballs in that movie.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, at the very beginning.
Well, listen.
It's like a spaghetti storm.
They could have just drawn those in. They're just circles.
They probably thought it was falafel because they kind of look the same.
The localization on these names are bad.
Plus, that was also a book. So
was it called Reign of Falafel? Because then it would make sense.
It was called Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Okay. So here, this one's more of a sentence than a title. The young people who traverse dimensions while wearing sunglasses.
Spy Kids.
Matrix.
No, The Matrix. Very good.
Okay.
The glasses.
That was a good guess too. The young people. I bet that's what you.
This sounds like a description from an older person. You know.
Yeah, you know
the young people.
That's from France.
The Keanu.
The youngins.
The youngins.
China wants to go see a movie called Mr. Cat Poop.
Mr. Cat Poop.
Mr. Cat
Bean?
Poop. No. I've never seen this movie, so I have no idea what the context of this statement is.
Oh.
Mr. Cat Poop.
Mr. Magoo?
No. There's no Mr. in the title.
Honey,
There's
can you
no
clean up
Mr.
the
in the
Magoo on the
title.
floor?
Please tell me this is like a made-up title. This is not like an actual title for something.
The movie itself is real.
And you haven't heard of the movie?
I've heard of it, I've never seen it.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you who's in it.
Yeah, tell me who's in it.
Jack Nicholson.
Oh.
Really? He said that.
Not One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Nope.
All I can think of is The Shining now.
No.
Is it? I feel like it's the one with the little dog. I can't think of the name of it. It's like a couple of words.
I don't know. I'm throwing in the towel.
Does it have anything to do with like demons and shit?
It's like happiness.
No.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're thinking. You know the movie.
I know what it is. I can't think of what it's called.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
As Good as it gets.
As Good as it gets. Yeah.
Where does
I've
Mr.
never actually
Cat
seen that.
I have no idea. I've never seen the movie.
There's a dog in that movie. Why would they call it cat poop?
Is Diane Keaton in that?
Yes.
Okay. I was thinking who's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone. Yeah.
All right. And finally, this is the last one. I will marry a prostitute to save money.
Me too.
This is from...
Green card?
No, this is from China. They want to see a movie called I Will Marry a Prostitute to Save Money.
That is so direct.
Pretty Woman! That's right! It is Pretty Woman.
I've never actually seen Pretty Woman.
Me neither.
So I didn't know the premise.
But I know that she is a prostitute and Richard Gere's
save
there.
money?
Sure.
Did she save money?
I thought she was...
I get it, because then you don't have to... Because you're married to them, so you don't have to pay them.
That's rude as fuck.
I know.
Wow, that's incredible.
That's crude.
Wow.
So thank you.
Damn, Richard.
Thank you.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know the validity of these translations. Yeah. These could be completely made up. I'll post the 2 links that I have as sources in the description.
That was a fun game.
But
fun, yeah.
I kind of hope that some of them were literally made up. I really do.
Yeah. All right, well,
fucking Mr. Cat.
Yeah, so
cool.
good job. You guys won, I guess. I think you got
Really?
most of them. I think the only one we didn't know was as good, but you knew it. You just,
I didn't.
Good job. That was fun.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, so has everybody asked a question? Oh, you don't have. Oh, you don't have... Okay, you need to...
Yeah, I didn't ask a question.
Do it.
All right, so you're in the situation, right, where you're, like, confronting somebody...
Is this a game, too?
No, this isn't a game one.
I kill him. I shoot him. Let me roll a d20. Is he dead?
All right, so you're in that classic scenario where, like, an evil bad guy has, like, two people you care about, and he's like, yeah, you better pick one, because the other one's gonna die.
I picked the one on the left.
What do you do in that situation? I'm not even saying who do you pick. What do you do in that situation?
Okay, well, hold on.
Oh,
where are the people?
All right, I can make some shit up.
Do I see them?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
okay,
you do see them.
Like, do you want to use, like, Batman Forever? Like, okay, like, here's Nicole Kidman and here's Chris O'Donnell.
I will literally say it's just as theatrical as that. They are presented on some sort of, like...
Platform.
Use me as a prop.
Basically.
And they're going to fall to their death if you don't pick one of them.
They could die anyway. The main point is they are literally theatrically, very dramatically...
And how are these two people... related to me? Is one my boyfriend and one my mother? Like,
let's say one is a family member and the other one is somebody
like how good of a family member?
How distant?
Yeah. I need to know.
How distant of the family tree?
Like once every like couple years or like every family
I'm gonna say like very close family.
Immediate. Okay.
And then somebody that you've met in your life that is like that you forged a relationship with that you put a lot of time into.
Okay.
I don't know.
Like, what do you do in that situation?
Well, this is actually a really easy question to answer because I get my, the movie Time Stoppers or Clockstoppers is what it's called.
Yeah.
You
mean the watch movie?
The Clockstoppers.
You use your magic.
I freeze time. I go save both. I punch the guy in the head. I don't kill him. That's rude. Yeah. I punch him in the face. Then when I unfreeze time, he's like, "Ow, my head! Hey, my hostages!" He's mad. I'm in Hawaii. I'm gone.
Okay.
I beat you. You fool.
Okay, but now really answer the question.
I don't know, probably
that's just as valid.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad.
Okay.
It'll be as deep as an answer as you want to present.
I choose the person that I have chosen to be in my life rather than the person who is just put in my life.
That's
randomly.
a good point, yeah. But what if you really like that person?
Whatever.
Guess not.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
You're like, family, dead.
Everyone dies eventually.
Is this like a thing where we know the person we pick, he's just gonna...
he will
pick to save. He's going to kill them.
Yeah, he's very literal. He's very like, yeah, well, fuck that guy. He's dead. Baha.
So,
I choose whichever one's younger because they have more life.
No, you already selected your.
Maybe they are, but maybe they have time.
You already selected.
Oh, I'm locked in. All right.
Yeah, you're locked in for life.
I would just try to. Well, depending on how close he is to me, if I can get the sneak up on him, I'll attack the dude. But then if that doesn't do anything,
Clockstoppers.
Yeah, I would definitely try and take out the dude.
But I'd have to kill him, or else he's gonna get back up and go like, "Fuck you! They're both dying, so are you." So I have to. Yeah, I'll save the person, like what Alex said, the person that I actively chose.
All right.
So that's what I'm going for. Oh fuck.
I know it's hard to think of. I don't want to think of it.
I feel guilty right now.
What
I love it.
What I would do is ask them a riddle.
Oh.
You're gonna test them.
Wait.
You peel off your face and I feel bad guy.
Oh my god, I
have no eyes, but I see through the night.
Yeah,
I use my voice to see.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love this. So you're gonna test the people that you love.
Give them a
not the people I love. The person who's trapping
the Riddler.
Them. Like, okay, you get this riddle.
I love this example because you are Val Kilmer, and that's funny to me.
If I'm Val Kilmer, that means you're Nicole Kidman.
I'm fine with that.
Wait, what do you mean? So you test him? Like,
yeah, I'd be like, okay, if you can answer this riddle, you can have both of them. But if
who's to say he could get it wrong and go like, oh well, there's no binding contract.
That's true. He was probably going to kill both.
He
of
was
them
gonna.
anyway.
Yeah,
there is a 50-50 chance that if you do that, he'll be like, well, that's not the rules. Fuck this, and he'll just kill both of them at the same time. We could flip a coin to see.
Okay, yeah, Two-Face. We're really good at flipping. He's in that movie too.
I mean, for the question to see if that is something he would play into.
Okay.
If you want to, we can totally do that right now.
Okay.
I'm dead serious.
Let's not.
I'm fucking looking for the coin.
Wait.
There he goes.
I'm going for the coin box.
2002's Clockstoppers, which, by the way, had French Stewart in it, who was in Inspector Gadget 2 and Home Alone 4. He's an American icon.
Oh boy.
That is an incredible coin case.
Wow. Right it is.
It's a question block from friggin' Mario Brothers.
All right, call it. Heads or tails?
Heads, you get to keep your head. Tails, you don't.
You get to keep your tail.
Tail.
All right. It is heads.
Yeah, okay, so they're gonna play.
So he buys into it.
Okay.
All right, so that's totally
Wait,
valid answer.
I was looking up Clockstoppers. What are you guys talking about?
If he'll even let me, like, make this deal of, like, you if you answer this riddle, you can have both of them.
Looks like you get your
that, or I would literally, if the two people were in front of me and were able to talk to me, I'd be like, okay, like, does anyone want to sacrifice themselves?
Talk to me.
Yeah, why should I keep you around?
This has been a good podcast. I'm about to ruin it by eating a chip.
I like how we're all quiet.
Just so we could hear
the chip.
I'll get them ASMR.
Yeah, that's basically your answer. I can accept that. Yeah. Just like, no, I'm going to quiz you.
Here's what I do. I tell him, you know what? I don't want either of them my turn. I wait to see what his play is.
You already locked your answer.
I think his play is just smacking those buttons.
No, well, they're both dead then.
They're dead.
Yeah. At least
he's not going to let you go too.
Yeah.
You probably show me in the back of the head. It's like, well, this was no fun.
Imagine the villain that's like, I have two people you care about. I'm going to kill them, and then it's just like, I'm just going to leave. Like, I don't care.
Okay, bye.
And then he's like, oh, I guess I'll kill these people, and then see ya. I guess I'm going to go attack the city or whatever.
I have two people you care about. Oh, thank God you don't have the people I really care about.
Thank
God.
That would be so awkward.
It could be worse. So
Holy shit, that would be amazing. Oh my God, that would have been a better question. I fucked up.
Yeah, it's not like you have Jesse Bradford, star of 2002's Clockstoppers, over there and dropping him.
No, but I think it does matter, like, who it is. Like, if I seriously had to choose between Alex and my mom...
Bye, Mom.
Don't even... I can't. I love my mom so much.
Oh my God, please don't cry.
We had we talked on this podcast once about, like, what happens if you, like, I don't remember, it's like, what if you had to, like, lose one of your arms or something? And Jody was immediately like, I can't.
I just started
We don't have to get that deep with it. I promise.
It's fine. Emotions, they run deep on Peeves and Qs.
Cool. So that's pretty much the question.
By the way, these chips are jalapeno flavored, and they are damn spicy.
Send those bad puppies over here.
There's tacos, too.
Oh, there's tacos. No. Yeah, by the way, there's tacos. They might be a little chilly at this point, but
I really shouldn't be eating. I already ate.
Okay.
But, okay. Oh, these are the I can't speak.
The puffy ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right.
Well, nice. Do you...
I swear to God.
Do you have a peeve, by the way?
I have so many.
Okay. We can save it for the next episode.
Like, okay.
All right, cool.
That's fine.
Well, thank you for listening to Peeves and Qs. Wow, you didn't have to do this, but you chose to. So
that's on you.
Yeah, that's. You know what? Any complaints, send them to the door. We don't want to hear them. But if you do want to send us some compliments and stuff, there's Twitter, which is at Peeves and Qs. And there's also a Gmail if you have, like, longer questions, comments. You want to send in your own peeves or Qs. That's Peeves and Qs podcast gmail.com, or answer some of the ones that we have, or talk about the peeves that we've had. Talk about whatever.
Send us a question, we can answer it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Anything you want, send us whatever. We'll take it.
We're on YouTube?
We're on YouTube, yep. You can you can listen to the episodes there. There's a video component, but it's just the image of the logo and everything. So
it really enhances the story.
It does. It brings it to life.
Listen, I designed that thing, so yes.
Yeah. I'm on Twitter personally at Mr. spelled out the long way, Red2342. That's at Mr. Red2342.
And I am on Twitter at clevergirl, the letter F and the letter X.
We also have a Facebook and everything, but do we have an Instagram?
No.
We don't have an Instagram.
Way to call me out.
Wow.
Well, I do.
Yes. Would you like to plug your Insta?
Yeah, if you guys ever feel like getting a little bit weird and seeing some deep-fried, creepy memes, come to Andy Rooney, and you get to look at my kind of homemade deep-fried memes that I always take pictures of.
That always makes me so hungry when you say
homemade
that.
Memes.
Yeah.
They are the dankest.
There's no other explanation. I fucking ruin those pictures with filters.
I got nothing. My social media is my first and last real name, so I will not be disclosing that.
Yeah.
And if you want to, go to email address 101 or Mr. Dupuy101 at gmail.com and message me your questions and answers and shit.
Well, why would you do that?
He's cheating. He doesn't want to come up with his own
professional.
Because I'm tired of thinking of my own questions. This shit is for the dogs.
I see. Okay, you can Google.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can Google questions.
I've gone to Reddit before, like the Ask Reddit subreddit, and like filtered questions from there. Spoilers. Anyway, well, thank you for listening. We're gonna be back in a week for more exciting Peeves and Qs adventures. So tune in. Make sure you're subscribed on all fronts. Leave us a review. Hey, listen. Come here real quick. Come in real close. Reviews, and 5-star reviews specifically, are how podcasts grow. Legitimately, iTunes doesn't care about us unless we have reviews. So, review the show.
Yeah. Build strong bones.
Build strong bones. Reviews are the milk of the podcast world, so make sure that you drink those reviews. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. All right, well, thanks for listening, everybody. Bye, I guess. Does anybody have any final words?
I think this is over.
I'm going to change into my bathing suit.
Your bathing suit. There you go.
Oh, my God.
Well, let's cut that.